Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel once again, which is all about architecture, engineering and construction. Today we are on site and a lot of work is ongoing. Well, this particular structure, it has been an existing structure, but then originally it was designed to be a residential structure of 5 bedrooms. But then by the time we came in, the structure was already done, the shell. Then we had to have the modifications of this very building. We decided to turn it into an apartment block, which we were able to achieve. And out of it, we got 2 units, which are 2 bedrooms, and then 3 other units, which are single bedroom units, which are studio rooms. So I'm going to take you through so that you can see the work that we have done so far with the project. Right there, they are trying to cast the columns for the gate. Yes, as you can see, boys are at work. um, then here we have done a lot of modifications. Yes, I'll show you the way how the structure was originally, and you'll be able to identify the changes that have been taking place on this very structure. As you can see that this is the face of the building, and these provisional staircases that we have added um, for someone to easily access this staircase while he's heading into these other units. Yes, so if the person comes, parks his car here, because this is all the parking lot, he has to use these staircases instead of rotating the other side to access the side, because the staircase entrance has been the other side, but now it's easier. After parking here, he can use these staircases, then he's able to access the staircases into the whichever unit that is staying in. So we can take a walk and then see. Now, without forgetting, these are one of the things that are very critical on a building. Not forgetting, whenever you're designing a building, a structure, it is very important that you have provisional ducts. These drainage ducts are the ones where all the drainage pipes pass, both the PPR pipes for the internal water supply and the drainage water pipes, because the building looks very untidy if you have these waste drainage pipes passing on the surface of the wall. So we made sure that we have these ducts available on the building. Wherever there are washrooms, we had to make sure that we have these ducts. Yes, it's very important, and it's best that you make it a bit wider inside, so that it's about, at least the working space should be internal space should be about 400 millimeters, so that you can have enough ample space for the plumber to be able to inspect the pipes. Yes, so these are ducts, and you realize that we have many of them wherever we have washrooms. So that is another duct. So now right here we are entering into what was designed originally to be the living room of this house. Had it been a residential building just the way it was originally, but now this has still remained as the living room, but this is a unit of its own which has 2 bedrooms. So this is the living room. This one right here, this is the kitchen. This is the kitchen space. This is where we're going to have our kitchen cabin. Oh, forget that, there's a lot of work ongoing, that's why you're hearing that noise, but inside so you can see that the electricians are busy working and everything is ongoing. So here, this is a bedroom. This is a bedroom. This one is a bedroom, and it's a bedroom of this unit. This is bedroom 1 of this unit. Then we have this is the shared toilet and bathroom. Yes, this very toilet is going to be used by this person of this bedroom, and also the visitors that come around. And this is our master bedroom. Yes, this is our master bedroom, and this is the bathroom. Yes, plumbing is ongoing. Then we have wardrobes wardrobes are going to be right here. Yeah, that's it. I think you can see that we have been able to give this room enough lighting, natural light, because we have wide windows. This window is 2 meters, this is 900 by 1.5. These are two strip windows, and then this is another wide window which is 2 meters wide. So you can see that we have a lot of light in this room. So as we proceed further, so this is unit 1, yes, on our apartment block. And now this apartment has two accesses. There is this access, but then this access is a rotation from the other side. So that's why we had those provisional staircases at the front, so that is easier for the person to access the apartment block easily. Yes, so those are the provisional staircases. Yes. So we are now heading up. Well, oh, there was, by the way, so now this is a studio room. Yeah, it's quite dark. It's quite dark because this is where the builders are sleeping. So it's quite a bit dark. There is the kitchen here, and then this is the entrance to the where the bedroom section is going to be. We have a toilet inside, all those things, and the wardrobes. So let's head up to the first floor and then see. So that is what is literally on the ground floor of our structure. We have one unit which has 2 bedrooms. Then we also have another one studio room. So that makes it 2 units on the ground floor. Yes. So now right here, this is another studio room that we have, and briefly about the orientation. We have the wardrobes here, we have the kitchen here, and we have a small balcony here by 1 meter in 2. So it's just a small balcony just for relaxing. Yes, right at the front elevation of the plot. Then this is the toilet. This is our toilet, the washrooms. I will have our toilet there, shower there. Yes, boys are at work. Yes. So that is it for the second studio room on this apartment block. And here we are now. This is going to be an entrance door to the 4th apartment, which is 2 bedrooms. This is another unit. Yes, it's a unit, but it has 2 bedrooms. So like I said, that there are 2 units on this block that have 2 bedrooms, and then 3 units that are studio rooms. So this is the living room area. Yes, and this living room has an opening to the balcony. This is this balcony where someone can relax a bit, tap a bit of some fresh air, and also have a view of what the environment is. All right, so entering this side, we now have the kitchen. This is the kitchen area of this unit. Yes, it's enough. We have our sinks here. We are going to have our cabins here. Yes, so right adjacent to it, we have this bedroom. This is a bedroom. Yeah, it's just a bedroom, as you can see. It has a wide window. It only has 1 window, but we made it so wide so that we can have it bring in enough light into this room. Yes, so it's 2.4 meters wide. Here, this is a shared toilet. Yes, this unit is identical to the one that we just saw on the ground floor. Yeah, they are both 2 bedroom units, and they have 2 toilets. One toilet is shared, and then another one is in the master bedroom. So here is another shared toilet on this unit. So here is the master bedroom for this very unit. We have wardrobes here. Wardrobes are going to be here. Wardrobes are going to be here. Wardrobes are going to be here. Now, as I've been explaining about the orientation of this block, now these are 8-inch blocks that we have used. But now this building, by the time we found it, it had spent about 8 years in existence. So the client had built it as a shell, and he was using solid blocks, which were 9-inch. About the orientation of those blocks, the way we have, let's come here. Still explaining about the orientation of these blocks. Why we have arranged our blocks in this way is because originally the client used what we call 9-inch solid blocks, yes, while constructing the shell of this structure. Now, the 9-inch solid blocks, the builders were orienting them in a way that they were making them lie, and the thickness of this solid block was 0.23 meters. Was 0.23 meters. Now you can imagine the wall alone was 0.23 meters, because before actually plastering, minus the plastering, that was how thick the wall was. Now us buying these 8-inch blocks, they are way small, because now this one alone is only 200 millimeters, which is 0.2 meters. So us orienting these blocks in either a stretcher bond way was going to leave a spacing. Yes, you see, because you realize that this block is in the middle of the wall, and we still have a lot of space which we cannot plaster with mortar. This is about 3 to 4 inches, yes, on both sides. So you realize that we are going to have about 100 millimeter thickness that is uncovered, which you can't use mortar to cover because it's quite expensive. Now, the fact that we didn't have the solid blocks on market of 9-inch, we had to use these hollow blocks that are 8-inch. So for us to achieve the thickness of this wall that was originally there, which was 0.23 meters, which is 230 millimeters, we had to have these blocks lie like this. So for us to achieve this, now with this, at least we have a bit of what the thickness of, we are actually achieving the thickness of what this wall was originally. So that is how we came to having these blocks oriented in such a way. Yeah. But otherwise, we are still pushing, and there is a lot of work ongoing. Yes, as we proceed, as I was saying, this is our master bedroom. Yes, hope you've understood that point of why we had to orient our blocks that way. Yes. So this is now we are literally on the phase where we have been doing the modifications of the block work on the interior, and both on the interior and the exterior, and also the plumbing work is ongoing. The electrician is busy chesting his pipes into the wall. As you can see that we are having, by the way, we had to redo all this ceiling. It wasn't like this. Yes, supervision is very important on a site. Always involve professionals. I advise, always involve professionals on your site, because it will save you a lot of money. Yes. So you can see that we redid this ceiling, and here is what we have achieved. As you can see, this is all new work, literally. As you are heading up, so we are now heading to, we can call a second floor, which has got a terrace. Now this floor only has one studio room and kind of a hallway that can help you view the whole entire view from the other side. Yes. Here a lot of work is ongoing. We are having a slab extension right here, because we are going to have our studio room right over here. We'll have the entrance here. There are bathrooms there. Yes, it's not yet constructed, but we are heading into that phase because we've already started on the extension of the slab that side. Then we can have our room here. Now right here we will have a hallway here. So there will be kind of a balcony here where someone can see it and look at the hallway. By the way, that is Lake Victoria there. If you have a binoculars, you can see very well. That is Lake Victoria. Yes, all you can see. If we have our binoculars, we can be able to see what Lake Victoria is. Here, this roof, we have redone it. Yes, originally it was designed in a way that the water was collected from the middle. The gutter was in the middle, but then this gutter played whoever that did it, the boys that did it originally. It played them the fact to the extent that it had leakage in the ceiling. Now, that is why we had to redo this roof and have our our roof oriented in a way that all the water is collected from the other side and it is poured this side. So we'll have our provisional gutter this side. The whole water from this roof will all be gathered and be collected from here. Yes, yeah, I've talked about flat roofs before in my videos, and it is very important that you have the right people to do for you a flat roof, because it is very important that when you're doing a flat roof, there are certain things that you need to put into consideration, which I explained in my previous video. Yes, flat roofs are not bad, but it might depends the workmanship who has done it. Yes, it is important. Now here, we had to rechange it and have it pour all the water this side. So we are having our gutters collecting this all water aligned on to this side. So we'll have the down pipes here into the duct. So this is it for our apartment block and the modifications that we have done here. We are going to have our tanks that side. Yes, the tanks will lie on top of that slab. It is firm in a way that we have 4 columns on the side. Yes, and the fact that we have 4 columns on top of that, we also have a solid slab that is on top of this where the staircase section is. So now that solid slab is strong enough to hold the load of all those tanks of water that are going to be saturating water into this, supplying water into these whole units in this block. So that is why it's the best place for us to have our tanks placed, rather than us building another tank stand. Yes, which is quite expensive. So we thought it as this as an opportunity for us to use it as a tank slab. Yes, so that's where all our water tanks are going to be for all the units that are going to be on this block. So that is it in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always returning to the videos. I remain Christian, and I'll be bringing you more and more concerning engineering, construction and architecture in Uganda, and we'll also go into other parts of Africa in time to come. God bless you. I'll show you this project once again, as God willing, and the progress when we have progress yet further. Please keep following so that you can see more and more of what is going on this project. Thank you.